Every pony. Oh, ah, my screen's wrong. Ooh, why is it like that? Okay. Let's view. Wait, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, hey Aiden. Just found out that Let's View doesn't support what's it called? Split screen. Okay, so I'm gonna have to bring in my ref. That's cute. That's cool. I'm gonna go back to the stream starting thing, just in case I got some not safe for work doodles in my photo gallery. And I'm back. Hello. Doombot27, are you who I think you are, bro? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be doing a nice chill evening. Not sure if I like streaming my art process yet, but we'll see. I'm usually one for like watching like fluff when I draw, like, you know, like those reality TV shows on Netflix and stuff. Like there is this one with with Airbnbs in Australia that I watched all in one day, and it was so interesting. Yeah, shit like that. Is sound okay? Like, is the music too loud? I can put it down if it's too much. Anyway. Thank you, Mod. Today I'll be drawing Xiangling from Genshin. I'm a bit quiet? Okay. Ooh, then the music might be what's a bit too loud. Let's see, I can fix that. There. I'm not speaking as loudly today because, I don't know, I feel weird talking loudly into my iPad, if that makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, I started playing Genshin properly. I picked it up a month ago, and I barely played it, and then I started again when we got the console, and I've been loving it. Not very far in. I can't even participate in events yet, but I've gotten this wee lass Xiangling like 3 times now in the gacha polls, and she's really cute, and she is my goat of my team. She's quite good. She's got a little bear that sets people on fire, which is so good. Yeah, usually when I'm drawing, I just like, I either dive into a pose straight away, or I don't know, you know, you keep trying until you start vibing. Yeah, she's so cute. I unlocked the adventurer's rank 10 there, which is like, it's like the basic, you know, tutorial's over, you're not a baby anymore, but you still can't do events yet. But you can preview events, and her introduction is so cute. She tells you where she's from, and she's like, my favorite place to be isn't the the kitchen. She's so cute. I still don't know what kind of vibe I want to do with this this fan art. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's gonna be like suspended or she's gonna be sleeping, but she loves cooking. Her little bear special attack, she gives him like a wee chili, and that's why he spits fire. It's pretty cute. And then she herself uses a glaive or a spear. It looks like a glaive, there's a spear at the end of it, or a blade rather. And she's really cute. She actually won the poll only by like 2 votes. Like, it was mad. Like, Lisa had this landslide win on Twitter, but on Instagram everyone was voting for Xiangling. Like, and she destroyed Lisa over on Instagram. And I guess because more people voted on Instagram, then that's how she won altogether. Should I do a portrait or? Yes. I think they're both cute designs, but I also, it's very page core to draw sexy ladies. Because, like, I don't know, I don't really want to draw Xiangling sexy. Like, she just looks so playful and cute, and, you know, it's a different kind of vibe. But I'll definitely be drawing Lisa in the future. There's one girl, actually, who's in the gacha, who, she's a librarian like Lisa. And her name is Mona, and she has, like, these little twin buns. And she is so cute. No. That's looking, no. I'm very stuck for poses. Gee, okay. I'm just gonna ignore her there and start doing some poses. Do. Kind of want to incorporate a full body. I've done head and shoulders for too long. I'm bored of them. I gotta draw everything these days. Ooh, maybe sitting at the bottom of a tree. I think that'd be nice. Let's see if I can replicate one of the trees that you can see in the countryside in the game, or as much of the countryside that it is. Some flowers. Also, apologies if no one can really vibe with the music. I kind of got it last minute. I found it on Spotify, just a playlist. It's quite big, but they all seem to be the same vibe. If I had it my way, I'd listen to my own music at least. But that's not how Twitch likes it. Like, I know a lot of streamers were already doing copyright free because they'd, like, put their VODs on YouTube, but, like, you know, even the streamers that didn't, that just had VODs on their Twitch only, and now they're being caught out. Ooh, there's a ban. There we go. Don't know about this. She looks doesn't really look like her. Looks like one of the lads in the game. Ugh. Probably should have warmed up first. I haven't drawn today. If you probably can't tell. I was meant to warm up before the stream, but I had a nap. Thank you, Aiden. I'm gonna try clean it up a bit because it looked a bit too rough, and also I think she was too big. I might make the tree bigger. I might do something like her, like that. Okay, her legs are a bit indistinct. Okay, so what? Do I want the knees together or the feet together? I need to make that decision now. I could do some warm-up sketches. Yeah, sounds good. I'll do them on the same file. I think as well, it's because I'm working on white directly. I don't like working on white usually. So I'm just gonna change that. Yes. It's intense. Who could I draw? You know what? I'll draw some Púca for my wee warm-up sketches. Yeah. I think I might keep it the red canvas because I think it genuinely it was just especially if I haven't done any warm-up sketches, you know, like it's not exactly ideal, not good for the brain. Oof. Oh, speaking of Púca, I finished her info card this afternoon. I really wanted to make it because I wanted to list off the assets I used for her Vroid model, like sooner rather than later, because it's not fair, you know. But it's finally finished. I have it up on her Twitter bio. I will have it on my panels. I only discovered today how to like do them on Twitch, and I added a wee little stream, like a stream like what extension where you pay bits and you could do a fart noise, a creeper noise, an uwu noise. I have a few there. I even have crab rave and flute Titanic. Just for gaming. I don't expect them for an art stream. But I do plan on streaming Minecraft in December. So I think the creeper one will be a bit cruel. In a good way. Yes, I added a fart noise. It's brilliant. You know, for like, you know, if I drop diamonds in lava, you know, yay old internet sadness. Okay. There we go. Ooh, she's a bit too high up. There we go. And her tall dog ears. Ugh. But yeah, I also have included just Púca's basic concept. Like, I think I've only mentioned on my first stream that is now lost in the void because I forgot to archive VODs. I didn't know that it wasn't automatic. Actually, no, that's a lie. I initially thought that you had to be an affiliate to do VODs, and I then like looked it up out of curiosity, and I was like, oh no. That Helltaker stream was incredible. And it's lost forever. Unless somebody secretly screen recorded it. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna not spend too much time on that one and just like do a quick little line to not be tense. Because you gotta get that out of you. Gotta get your shoulders loose. You know? Gotta bring it around town. Whew. Honestly, like, I was actually considering for a warm-up. I was gonna do a warm-up on stream originally, like planned, and like try color in my mutuals OCs, but I then realized that like maybe some of these mutuals, like I don't know them too well, and I don't want to like just text them on Twitter and be like, hey, can I have your OC in stream? Like, you know, I don't want them feeling uncomfy. Like, you never know. Some people might be like saving OCs for other stuff. So I was like, ah, sure. Like, I'll show them, but like I need to have their refs up and stuff, and I think it'd be a pain like messaging like 12 people. 11. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aiden. It's only recently I started kind of vibing with eyes. I think that's what I've been stuck on for too long, is like getting down eyes. But I think since I learned to be sharper with them and just to leave them, to keep going, it was grand. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I forgot to stretch my wrist. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. I can actually show progress on the OC thing. I don't have the refs on the canvas. I usually split view with my photo gallery. So I can show that. Ooh, wait. Do I have not safe for work? No, I don't think I do. Hold on. I don't think I do. Okay, I don't. No! You've all seen too much. This is them so far. I only have 2 of them colored. But I think it's looking pretty neat so far. And pretty happy with them. There's a little Anzu. Last night I only did the ones I kind of knew the color palettes off by heart, and then I got really tired. And I just had like the iPad open, doing nothing. And I'll show you another thing I'm working on. I'm working on an Artemis piece. It's not anywhere near done. It still needs to be rendered, like the environment and stuff, but her base colors are done. I think I'll be doing like a bit of a, you know, a gradient map over her with some purples and stuff. But I'm liking this one so far. I kind of want to do like, you know, a lot more with it. I'm nowhere near happy to posting this yet. But I'm liking how it's coming along. Ugh. Back to my girl. I think it's just a warm up. I can just. Ooh, Cute. Actually, I might just quickly add an overlay in OBS, just showing that I'm doing warm-ups right now. Text, Arial, okay. Warm. Doodle, period. Okay. I don't think I need to do anything really with it. Loop-a-doo. Ah! Oh. There. Yeah. And I think up here is a safe place to put it. Let me just make it a bit smaller. Yeah. Cute. Don't be being magnetic with me now. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice place for it. Her eyes don't look good at all. One of her eyes is straight up smaller than the other. I gotta fix this. It might be a sketch, but you should always aim to fix differences where you can see them, because then you get used to it. While I'm drawing Anzu, I do want to say she was supposed to have these like big paws, but there's no point right now because I don't have hand tracking for when I'm playing games and stuff. Like I've seen like a lot of people use it for like the hand tracking, and I'm like, what's the point on her wearing paws if no one's ever gonna see it? So I think if she ever gets a model update, it'll be when I can use her hands. But for the month of December, she is getting a Christmas outfit update. Because I love Christmas. And then she'll be going back to this outfit. Like, it's literally this outfit for, what, a week or two? And then a full month of, like, Christmas outfits. Ugh. That's only my own fault for holding it off for so long. I'm not really... I didn't even really plan to start streaming so soon, because I really wanted to do a 2D model, because I know with live 2D is how you do the rigging, but I just don't... November is very busy with me. I'm currently modding in 3 zines, doing graphics in 1 that I've been chipping at very slowly. It's due in December. I gotta really grind on that one. Mental health, because, you know, daylight savings, it always hits you on your productivity. I am working on something Luna related. I haven't touched it. I think in now 2 weeks. I really need to get back to it. I might stream it, but is it really worth streaming like Luna art if you can't stream Luna music? Think about that for a second. Is it that's moral? Is it moral? I don't think so. Because I'll just end up singing Eve's new and D1, and then, you know, I'll be so in tune that it catches the copyright. Okay. I think I'll just do this, because it's not really worth putting my wee fishnet filter on something this messy, because I'm not bringing this any further. I might do some coloring on it later in the stream, but I don't know. I'm also... Yeah, we talking about K-pop, Aiden. I was just talking about Luna. I do hope they come to Europe. I'd see them. I wouldn't travel any further than Europe to see them, because, well, traveling is actually pretty scary. Like, me going to London. That was a big deal for me, like, alone. Like, I wouldn't go to the States to see them, unfortunately. Because I say that's where they'll go next. Especially considering they debuted Star over on, they debuted Star over on US radios, and that was their first US debut on the radio charts, which is great. BTS went to London. Yeah. Blackpink went to London as well. There's hope. Like, I think out of all the countries, London is the one. London or Paris. They might go to Paris because I know the subgroups, they have locations, and Paris is one of them. Palace in Berlin, I think. Or maybe it's just Paris. But also with, like, Luna's concept and stuff, they'd probably go to a more romantic, nicer country than London. You know? I don't know, actually. They might go to London because it's so, oh, wait. I was about to say accessible, but by then, Brexit will be probably in full force. And there won't be as many, like, flying freedoms for Europeans to get over there, so they probably would just go to Paris for Europe and just like, you know, expect everyone else to be like, hey, Dublin, yeah. Oh, no. There's the reason why no one ever comes to Dublin with gigs is because it's really expensive to fly stuff in, like equipment. It's based on our import fees, which is why gigs over here cost 60, 70, 80 quid a ticket. It's fucked up. And then, like, you see the London prices and they're 20 quid. I can't even imagine how expensive Miku Expo would be coming to Dublin with that big screen. Thinking about it, like, just thinking really big money. The tickets would definitely be like 20% more expensive. But yeah, if you're ever wondering why your favourite kind of popular band never comes to Dublin but goes to the rest of Europe, that's why. It's pretty sad. Spent way too long on that body before I warm up. Okay. Ugh. I can't even pretend that that's like a... There. Yeah, it's a shocker. Me and my mom, well, mainly my mom. I'm just my mom's admin. My mom works with imports. Not gonna say where, obviously, but she works in the imports industry in Ireland and bringing stuff into the country. So she just straight up told me one of the days why, like, you know, my favorite artist at the time was not touching Dublin at all and just like went straight to London, Wales and Scotland and then never came here. It's only big artists because they know, like, you know, chart music. They say, oh, my album went to #1. There's fans there. Unless we get like some kind of like Luna niche, like that even like non-K-poppies like listen to Luna here, you know, like ingrain it in their minds. And like, I forget your man's name in South Africa, but like that American singer who like his influence spread so much, we gotta do that with Luna. But like, without the same time like needed to like, you know, mass government, actually Irish government. We could. Nah. I don't want to joke about that stuff on stream. Ooh, this is nice music. Okay. Very messy. Wow, that anatomy is terrible. But it's a start. Just gonna color in. I actually found recently that doing more scribbly kind of art makes me happier. Because my problem is I feel like my art looks too polished and I don't like that. Yeah, it's a warm-up. Oh. There. Our wee mullet. Yeah. I consider that a success. I'll do another sketch of her. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do a sketch of Ali. Ali's stream debut. I was actually thinking of Ali's, like, you know, obviously she wasn't in a fantasy world, her ethnicity. I remember writing her and being like, well, I feel like if, she, you know, in the real world, I feel like her family would be from India. But, like, you know, I just kind of left it there. But I think I was looking at her design and stuff and I was like, actually, maybe she's Filipino. I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell when you got, you know, with drawings. But I was like thinking because of how I do her nose and stuff. I just know that like her descent is definitely of Asian descent. Yeah. Like her mom would probably be Scandinavian, so she'd be like half Scandinavian and then half Asian, like not I don't think not East Asian. Like I don't think she'd be like, you know, Japanese or Chinese, just based on like a lot of stuff. But I was thinking about it recently. It's kind of weird when you like just create characters and they just evolve over time, and I kind of want to know what those influences are. Ugh. To be honest, yeah. Like, I think I think you're in the same boat as me in that we like both really don't know how, like you know how to describe characters and stuff, like, or not that we don't know how to write characters, but like when it comes to like giving us some form of like muse, like we have to like turn to something else to like help us, warm up and stuff. Yes, it's the same. Like, I have had Ali as a character for so long. I cannot tell you her personality traits. I don't understand personality traits. But what I can give you is her Spotify playlist. Same with all my characters. I usually make like little Spotify playlists. Like I have a Korra one as well. And a Lysithea one. Lysithea's one is just full of like baddie tracks. And then like as you go down it like becomes more softer because, well, we only had one session. Hey Will! The demon does the art, yes. Currently only doing warm-ups. Oh my god, yeah. I have a few characters as well that I've had since like when I was that age. And they've really evolved, like, and I think it's interesting because you'd be like, you're exposed to a lot more. Like originally this like IP that I've been working on kind of, definitely on hiatus for now, but like originally all the cast was white and straight. Because I wrote it when I was like 14 and then I got exposed to actual, more media and stuff and it changed. Oh, nice guy to nice guy you get possessed by. I love that. What a journey. Listen, characters only get good if, you change stuff about them. You should never ever go with the first form of a character. Yeah, so just like a lot of Ireland, really, in the eyes of a 14-year-old. There's still some straight characters, but like, there's like polyamory and stuff in my IP now, and it feels so like natural. I'm kind of like, damn. I wonder how like 14-year-old me would have reacted to all this. I think the one thing that hasn't changed though is like one of the main characters dealing with a lot of mental health stuff, and her mental health stuff though has evolved from like stuff that I got from media, like books and stuff, teenage books, young adult books, and now it's like evolved to for some specific reason she deals with the same stuff I do. I should get back to the drawing board on it. It's really interesting. It's set in the real world. Actually, yeah, I remember the reason why I wanted to stop for a bit was because it's split into two parts. Like two of the main characters like have a kid, and then like it's a generation later. And what I originally had planned was that the first part of it is set in early 2000s, and then like they have a kid in the future. But I'm kind of like, damn. Maybe I don't know what. Then it's not even Generation Z. Like she'll be the next gen. Like what are they gonna be called? She'll be one of those. But it's basically like these kids get shipped off to an academy and they all have like these powers. But these powers it's very science based. These powers are like elemental based, but they have a physical trait to them as well. Like speed, for example, is a physical trait. But if you say have air, you kind of get a weakened bit. Like it's kind of like Pokemon types in a way. It's hard to explain. Like I really need to work on it more so I can actually explain it, if that makes sense. But like I remember as a kid, like I remember one of the main characters, like I didn't know her to give her a name, and I gave her the name Janet because I was like, ugh, you know, it's just a placeholder name, and now I can't imagine her called anything other than Janet because, you know, like, she even has established, like, nicknames and everything, and I'm like, I can't change it now. That's her name. She's pretty proggers. Okay, it doesn't look like Ali, but it could look like a modern Ali. I think it's the hairstyle. Take a I know I'm not meant to color them, but I just want to kind of mess with this one. Does this look? Okay, yeah, that looks good. Yes. I every time I make a D&D character, I immediately apply a modern AU. Yeah. I should have been doing this before stream, but like I said, I napped. I think. It was a very disturbed nap. It's not even really a nap. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna make this layer darker because I really... There we go. Some nice reds. It's more of a burgundy. Actually, I say that straight up. No, it's red. Gonna do some, I've been such in an art slump recently, like, with, like, myself. Because I'm like, I should do fan art of stuff because I do genuinely like stuff. It's not like I'll be, you know, being a fraud. But on the other hand, I'm also like, but I have to, like, stay... They have, like, you know, like... It's like, I don't wanna... At least with, like, doing the Púca promo stuff, I was kind of like, yes. I'm fooling myself. This is an original character. This isn't work. They are. I think the reason I don't want to spend too much time as well on my IPs, because I do eventually want to work on it. And that means not getting too attached if you're ever going to work with a publisher. Damn. I wish I had that issue. I think I had that issue when I was into Love Live, but I haven't had it since. You see, I think it's because one of my main interests is D&D, and that's where all my OCs are. Most of them are D&D OCs. Oh, sorry, I'm drinking water. Like, I was fully expecting getting into Fire Emblem, being like, I'm gonna draw so many of these little bitches, and then I didn't. What did I do? I fucking drew Ali. I could probably make a zine on Ali, just with all her little sketches. Okay, she's cute. I don't think I'll do the other one. Okay, I think I'm ready to start working on this piece. So I'm gonna lock that and bring it all the way down and hide it. Okay, let's see. Where was the working sketch? It was this one. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that one. Okay, now I have to work on a different color because this is way too bright for my eyes. Can I? Okay. I wish it took over my life. Like, I thought it did, but it really didn't, because I don't feel like I'm into it as much as everyone else is. I still enjoy it, but I don't know. Playing games is a lot of effort. You know? And also, like, I think it just goes back to, like, I don't want to draw these characters. They're so detailed. They are. I wish my one wasn't D&D so that I could, like, you know, do anything that wasn't fan art. Because it's not even, like, other D&D podcasts. It's not even like it's like Critical Role. Then I'd be mint, but like no, it's just my own stuff. Like, when I was writing the campaign for you lads, it took every fiber of my being not to just talk about it. Like, after every session, I just bugged Jason and like, so, I really want to discuss this with you because I've been holding this in for like ages. I'm just so into it. I'd love to do it as a job, but also like, there's so many eyes on you. I really like it as a hobby. I think it was like only like in recent months I kind of started like considering it a hobby, and thank you. Very unfortunate timing, making all of you guys drafted into a war. Oh, I think I'll do her little bear, like eating ice cream, with a like little bitten off pepper. Lettuce is actually the character that I've been drawing a lot from that campaign, and I think it's because, you know, I don't know, I did something, you know? Like, I really peaked with that design, with the single highlight and stuff. Ugh, Elliot is such a good character, I love him. He's so good. I love his wee little blue mint freckles. They're so good. I love him. He's such a good character. I love all your guys' characters. Actually, do I still have that lettuce sketch page? I think it's like... Oh, there it is. This one. This is really... I want to do this one up eventually when I have time. But yeah, I think as well because she's got some attitude. I like drawing her all pouty. The girl. That girl. Okay, I gotta start bringing up references again. I can probably delete some of these because they're clogging up. I won't delete that one. Alright, I'm gonna start. Let's see. Alright. Cool. I really like the Procreate pencil brush for some reason. I usually hate these like little pencil brushes because if you like look closely, it's like... I just don't like that texture, but I don't know, I've been vibing with it lately. Ember, yes, Ember is great, but like... You know, I can't just change characters' entire personalities just because I have great designs. I'm also not even sure if I can show her on stream. Like, I think she's a bit too promiscuous. Unless I drew her in her work uniform. Like, I'd love to show the lineup of all their heights, but so far I only have the nude version. The nude version, and I this is like, what, my third stream? I can't get banned now. At least let me know if I got a shot in the biz. Okay. Ugh. I don't usually like working with my references on screen. I don't know how artists do it. Ooh, I can add her actually. Ugh, I hope I don't have anything bad in my camera roll. No reference. Okay. Just in case I do. I don't know. Oh. You see, well, I'm using a copyright-free playlist on Spotify. Okay. I might start deleting the VODs as soon as I download them and upload them to YouTube, I think. Let's see the playlist. Yeah, it's no copyright, royalty-free, lo-fi related genre music. So I might be okay. But just in case there's one track. Thank you for reminding me on that. It's quite a meaty soundtrack, so like, I found it last minute. I need to do way more research. I might like curate my own one, just in case. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna set this reference. Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? I had to switch out my headphones. My other Bluetooth headphones died. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Will. Yeah, I've seen. Like, oh, it's awful. Like, oh, I feel so bad for everyone that's getting their, like, stuff taken down. Like, God. I can't believe all, like, now they do this. I wonder what drove them other than money, of course. Like, if there's something that came up. Okay, also, for anyone that uses Procreate, here's a neat trick. A lot of people have been complaining about the new reference window because, hey, this is a bit big and awkward shape, but if you hold one side with your finger and like drag it, if you like drag the corners, like hold on, like that, you can actually change the size of them. I think it's pretty neat. But I'm just mentioning that because a lot of people were complaining about it when the update came out. And I didn't see solutions, just like, people having a bit of a vent, like, not from Procreate themselves. Okay. God, she's so cute. I love her so much. She has like a wee, there it is, wee plaster on her knee. Oh, she's great. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, how am I getting these eyes? Okay. Alright. I wonder if I can curate some sort of Nintendo playlist, actually. Because one of the streamers I follow, he has like Pokemon sound effects for his follow. Well, not his follows. He's a bit too big. There'd be too much of them. But his like subs and his bits and stuff. And then like the main music he plays is like sometimes it's Kirby, sometimes it's Mario Galaxy, and I do wonder how safe that playlist is. Because I wouldn't mind bopping to like Super Mario Galaxy 2 OST. I just know to stay away from Fire Emblem. Okay. Doo-doo. Yeah, I definitely like. I think Mario games are okay because you always see them around, but it's like it's other ones I'm not too entirely sure. Like I said, I have to research. Like I'm really hoping this playlist is up to date with the new terms, but it should be. Huh. Doo-doo. How is Atlas with Persona music? Because I know they're notorious now for like banning streamers from streaming like what the last two or three chapters of the original Persona 5, and then they did the same with some of the last chapters of the new one. Yeah, they're scary. Oh, she has little stubby eyebrows. Oh, what a queen. I'm gonna do little eyes like that just for now. I don't know if I'll line this piece more than so far. A lot of eye color though. Yeah, yeah. I saw. I've seen. What's it called? Sheets, Excel, the Google Drive Excel sheet, a sheet of one of those of safe music on Twitch and YouTube. But the thing was, it was a list from July. But it was really kind of depressing. Like, everything mentioned was YouTube, and it was a really long list, and there was a very few things. But, like, the spreadsheet, like, explained which parts were copyright, which was good. Oh, Monster Cat? Do tell me about this Monster Cat. Ooh. Thank you. I'll keep a note of that. Monster Cat. Monster Cat. I'll tell my mod when he comes back to the room to write it down, and I'll see if I can read his bad handwriting. Ooh, I see. Yeah, I'll def look into them, because that's, like, really interesting. I don't know, this girl seems like a cat face kind of girl. Do the new terms of service, like, include live streams, or is it just VODs? Like, are they like YouTube, where they, like, they suspend your stream if they hear the music? Yeah, I've only seen stuff for the VODs, but we'll see. Because I know one of the streamers I follow, he uses I Want It All from High School Musical as his subscriber thing, and he always has to cut it out of YouTube, so I wonder how he's dealing with the Twitch VODs. I think I need to bring this eyebrow forward. Oof. It was only really this year, actually, that I started watching, like, streams properly. Like, I started watching streams, I think, back in March. Because, I have this weird thing where I don't like getting too intimate with the parasocial thing with creators. Like, I don't know. It's just how I'm wired. It's kind of like when creators start doing face cams, because they become more, confident. They can show their face. They're more comfortable. Whereas I'm just there like, no. You're not allowed to have a face. You're not allowed to have a life. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's just the way my brain does it. So, like, but it was only this year that I started watching all their stream content. Because usually, like, on YouTube, I'd hover over the thumbnail to see if they have a face cam for that video. But it was only, like, this year where I started watching their stuff and I bit the bullet, and I'm now more comfortable with it. Because, like, I really wanted to start a lot earlier in the year when I discovered 2D VTubers. But it was my last year of my diploma course in illustration, and then everything happened, and it was so stressful. But it was, thank God there's VRoid Studio, because I probably still wouldn't be streaming if it weren't for it. I'd still be too scared. Like, I feel a lot more comfortable streaming with my voice if I have, like, a little Sona, something for people to look at. Like, I did an art stream, when was it? July? And I did, like, drawing quests and stuff, but I was, like, typing in the chat because I didn't want to talk. It's just my own comfortability. But recently we started, like, recording our D&D sessions, and I've had to, like, listen back on my own voice so I can, like, edit music and stuff, and yeah, I've slowly been liking my voice a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. You see, yeah, the thing with like a lot of like the people that like show their face like immediately as soon as they stream, like I'm always like, how? Oh, you're so cool. Like one of my lower classmates started streaming this summer, and she immediately went on for like face cam, and I was like, whoa, you're so cool. And then like a friend of a friend recently started streaming and got a setup, and she also immediately went for cam, and I was like, whoa, so cool. Yeah, like I'm just kind of dealing with my voice right now. Um, but my voice, it's more so like it's a lot deeper, and I think as well, it's like whenever I hear back my voice, I'm like, ugh, I sound so Irish. What the hell? That's the main reason. Yeah, I mean, I was considering like wearing lipstick to make the lip sync better. But I was like, ugh, all my lipsticks are dried up now. What's the point? But I don't have to put my eyeliner or anything on. And I have full eyebrows, but even then, my eyebrows aren't, like, they're not rigged on this Vroid. They're, like, painted on with the skin texture. So I don't have to worry about it. I just go into my little Tree Teen app and I click the numbers. Oh my god. Do you still look like your Sona that you have on your, like, all your art on? Because I know with me, it was only recently for Indie Digicon that I kind of revealed that my hair has gotten a bit long and out of control. Yeah, like I'm considering just now shaving the sides and kind of going, I don't know, a bit feral because I'm like, the last time I got my hair cut, I actually like braved it and went to a barber, and they like just took me, and I felt great. Like, oh, but I don't think I'm gonna get into a barber in December. So we'll see. And even then, I think whatever I do with my hair at home, they'll be better prepared than me like almost having a bob, because like they were already kind of like looking at me like, hey, we don't do those pixie kind of haircuts, and I was like, bro, I'm here for a wee boy haircut. I'm a wee boy. And then they took me. So like I don't even know how they'd react if they saw my hair now. They'd probably be like, go to the hairdresser. God, I think I got my hair cut. Let's see. I got it cut in January because I went on an Erasmus trip to Malta, and I was like, oh, I may as well get it cut now. It was either before or after. I think it was before because I had some cut going, I think. Like, I got it real short. It was so cool. It's the shortest I'd gone so far. But yeah, it had to be before then because after, like, as soon as we got back, literally, I think it was the 2 weeks after we came back from our Erasmus trip is when the schools closed, and the day after we got off the plane, there was like cases in Malta, so our timing was very lucky. Yeah, like seeing so many people like brave getting longer hair is so cool. Yeah, oh, I'll never forget Malta, bro. It was so cool. That cocktail van, like along the harbor, was amazing. Like just cocktails on the spot, like real cocktails with sugar ice and everything. Ah, and then like him watching us down one so we could have one for the walk home. Amazing. It was. He was called the Cocktail Man, and he was in a van, and it was like it was like something from one of those American movies where they go to the Bahamas. And he was super nice as well. Like that was my favorite part because I was kind of like, wow, because I've never gone to holiday to like Ibiza or anything. I've only ever gone to Portugal to see family. So Malta was like my first proper, I guess, holiday, because it was also like I guess like the first time I've been to like a hot country that's not involving seeing my relatives. So like having a cocktail man on the harbor was pretty cool. Yeah. I I do see the appeal now. Like just like going with your friends, like facing the hangover together the next day and like cooking food. It's nice. Ooh, Barcelona. I I feel like I have to go back to Portugal before I go back to Spain. My relatives would never forgive me. Mainly my mom. Like my brother was talking about learning Spanish when he goes to secondary school. My mom was like looking at him like, Spanish, huh? Hmm. I guess that's what the Irish curriculum is, huh? It was so funny. Oh, now we weren't out till 6. We were just in our apartment. uh, but apparently in Portugal, nightlife is like that. You stay out so late. Like you know, you have your pre-drinks at, a certain time, but like you stay out a lot later than in Ireland. Like my mom telling me stories, and I'm like, whoa. And you met up for coffee at 11. Oh, oh, yeah. My granny always gives out to my mom for not teaching us Portuguese. But like my mom is always like, I was working. Both my parents are working. Like I didn't have time to teach me. But like I don't know. I would have been a lot different because I cannot grab onto languages. I talk too much in my head in English. Oh, see, I've never been to a festival. I've only I only I only had my went to my first gigs last year. Um, Ironically, it was Lana and Marina, with who both of them have, I guess, been out of touch with their PR teams this year. Yeah, that's a great just a great thing to say. Like, oh, they're dyslexic, because anyone can learn a language, but like it takes a lot of time. Like I'm not just on like kids, like on parents as well. Like, I can't imagine my mom having patience with me because like, I found learning Irish very hard, and I could never really get. Maybe it's because I couldn't get help with my homework, because my dad didn't finish secondary school because he grew up in the 80s in Ireland and wasn't in like he was in Dublin as well, so like there was a lot of support for him there. And then with my mom, like she's Portuguese, you know, like my mom was always like, always wanted to send me to a Gael talk, not a Gael talk, the Gael school. But she was like, then who would help you with your homework? Like I don't think, it, you know, it would have worked for me. And I think that's why, Irish isn't that too strong on me. But I do hope one day it gets better. Like I love the Irish language still. Like, of course. I love Irish stories. Very happy to be Irish. I'm just, the language. Ah, I know the primary school curriculum, which is basically what they teach you in ordinary level junior cert. I don't know, maybe if Ireland actually taught Irish in a way that was better. Because, I mean, like, there's clearly a problem if people can. If, like. If the primary school teaching is so repetitive and kids still don't learn, there's obviously a problem there they have not, checked yet. Oh, you and me both will. We should both go for Irish lessons. I tried doing it on Duolingo, and it's very clear that Gail Talk is working on it because there's a lot of talk about like seashore stuff, and I was like, well, where the fuck would I have learned what a crab is off Gaeilge in Cavan? you know, like what the fuck? Of course, like my Duolingo thing would be so much higher if there wasn't so much sea stuff. Like the most I know about the sea is, uh, you know, living in like 123 Bohor Bui, Trawley, Kuntikiri. That's all I know. Or Dangan. Ooh. Oh, I wish I lived by the sea. I love the sea so much. Whenever I go to the sea, I just like reminds me of my very early Portuguese holidays seeing families. Like I've only gone 3 times, but the sea was always my favorite. I feel like that's when I know I've made it in life, living close enough to the sea. God, I need to hurry up with that. Not hurry up. I need to like just stop getting just too distracted. I spent so much time on her hair. I feel like her hair isn't like that, which is the thing. Hold on, I'm gonna take up. Ah! Oh, it is a bob. Okay. It's more of a down bob, though. Aiden, my dad's family, the M50 was built right beside his estate when he was growing up. He used to live in the countryside of Dublin, but then Dublin got built. He lived around Dundrum when it used to be all like farms and forests and stuff. Because it was all in the 80s that Dundrum kind of got its really big build up. Like, the old shopping centre is still there. It's now more of a wee place for like just various shops and stuff, but like it's all completely different now. Dublin's completely transformed. Even since like from when I used to visit a lot more when I was a kid. Wow. I can't imagine having a farm by a motorway. Oh my god. I can't even really speak really much for the motorways in Portugal because last time I've been was like 15 years ago. It's coming up to it now. I was meant to go this year, but hey, you know. But yeah, I do know that the motorways are very big and scary in Portugal compared to here. So I can imagine if it's Italy. Holy, oh my god! Like, is it like the big European motorways, or is it on par with, say, our countryside motorways? Okay. Okay, I need to draw something other than her head. Ah! Oh my god. I drew her head too small. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, what am I gonna do? Ah. Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna have to redraw her head again, which is grand. Because that means I won't spend too much time. Hold on. I really want her to be this big. Okay. Ugh. I can't believe this. It's so blurry now. Oh! Yes. Yes, those. Yeah. Oh, I love those. Those are things I remember very vividly in Portugal, like when we'd like go to see family outside of Lisbon. And there'd be like the truck stops. And it's like so cool. Because I think the only ones I know in Ireland is like the Obama Plaza. That's the only truck stop I know. Okay, alright. I'm gonna have to sketch out her body. I didn't mean to already render the head in terms of line art, but I guess now I'll take this opportunity to do the body. Something a good piece of advice I always tell other people is leave the face for last, because it's the most fun you have. And what do? I always do the face first. Yeah, apple greens. They're the ones. Like, there's technically a truck stop in Cavan, like when you come off the motorway, but that's a village. It's just a village that they've decided to use as a truck stop. Okay, hand. Bless you. Okay, there we go. Okay, that kind of shape. I'm so sorry if you heard that. Yes. Oh, yes. That's the one thing Apple Green has done good for the world. They've given more Burger Kings. Now, the closest Burger King for us is no longer all the way in Blanche, but Navan. Thank you, Apple Greens. I say as I'm not, I'm not even in Cavan currently. Thankfully. Okay. Just gonna do some hand stuff. God. Well, recently Navan has been our closest for a lot of things. Like, I remember when Cavan, Donegal, and who else went into lockdown with us? Was it Monaghan? There was like these like articles being written, being like, "Don't worry, don't worry, Pennies is still open under like level 3 or whatever it was," and like we were like, "There's not a Pennies in Cavan or Monaghan, and there probably isn't one in Donegal. Why is this tabloid? Why is this tabloid newspaper writing an article about it?" But yeah, the closest Pennies is Navan. Our GameStop closed. Our GameStop just straight up fucking closed down, and our closest one is in Navan, and the one in Navan is so small. And I think there's something else recently as well. Oh god, no, her hand doesn't match. Okay. Alright. Here's a neat little trick I learned years ago on Tumblr that I kind of worked into my life drawing as well. So basically, you draw the hand first and connect it to the shoulder like this. And then you get the halfway point and you draw down, and that's where your elbow will be. It's a very good trick. Another trick is that your elbow on your side will always be equal to your waist. Always. Never shorter or longer. Check it on yourself in the mirror, folks. It always goes at your waist. That's another great proportion trick. Ugh. I may as well memorize them, you know, now that I probably won't be doing life drawing for a while. If my next course does life drawing. I plan to get into game design because it's recently that I've kind of realized maybe, I don't know, games are such an interesting creative outlet. Like, I think I want to make games. So I'm looking at it. Need to code first. I've been putting it off for years. But I did teach myself code a good few years ago, so hopefully I remember most of it. You have a super. There are no Supermax up in Ulster. I don't think there's a single one. Like, I remember when we were living in Trim, one opened up like right outside, like on the road where my estate was. It opened up on that road, and we were so excited, but it was terrible, terrible. We only went once. I'm very pick and choosy with Supermax because I hate the chips. I feel like either the chips are they give them to us raw, or they just don't taste good. Like, they're too mushy on the inside. And then, but their chicken's lovely. That's why I stay with Supermax. Where I live, actually, when I moved here, the Supermax have been closed down for years, and only like this year they reopened it. So, but I haven't tried it out yet. I need to try it out at some point. There's a lot of tools for making them. Yeah, yeah. I made an RPG Maker game years ago. I am never really seeing it. It's terrible. Ugh. Oh, I think it had like all my old anime art and stuff. Oh, it was awful. I'd love to make visual novels because I feel like my biggest strength is in the writing. I tried doing some of those free clients, but I think I'd work better working from scratch. Because I, I kind of want more customization, if you get me. Like, I'd love to do like a PC 98 inspired visual novel. I love how they look, and a lot of visual novel clients that allow you to help, give you help with them, they they don't offer a lot of freedom because the only ones I've really tried have been like, open source ones. But as well, I want to be able to have the freedom to customize it and stuff, Because I found that I found an RPG Maker. I was, going in there and I felt very cut off because I was like, I want to do this, but I don't know how. Oh yeah, I definitely think the first game I'll ever make will be like a combined RPG Maker visual novel thing. Um, but I kind of want to do. I don't have a degree, and like everyone in college always tells you don't need a degree, you just need a portfolio. But then like they'll turn around these game studios and they'll straight up tell you to your face, "Hi, we loved your portfolio, but you don't have a degree, so you're disqualified." And it's just like, college didn't tell me about this. so uh, insert Tyler the Creator. Well, that was a fucking lie. So I do want to eventually get back into it. I really wanted to spend this year taking it out, get a job, save up, but something happened. It's crazy, crazy. Yeah. Um. Basically, ain't it? Oh, the thing is, like, I want to stay based in Dublin, cause very lucky to be able to be based in Dublin, but like everything here is so expensive, and it's kind of like, ugh. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I feel like once I start getting my coding down, I'll be able to just like start doing it while I wait to get into a course. Um, I don't like my old college too much. I appreciate everything it taught me, of course. It wasn't very fun though a lot of the time. Very disorganized, but they do have a cheap um video game course, and my issue at my old college was that the arts department was very underfunded, and that's where I was for 5 years in both my courses. But the video game course is in the media building, which is brand new with all the high tech, and it actually, and all the courses there get all the funding. So I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. Maybe I should try that out. And it's only 2 years if I get in. So we'll see. I'm not applying this year though, of course. I don't know. I might. I don't know. I think you have to like pay your fees before you can defer a year. So I might just wait another year and properly build up a portfolio. Yeah. I feel like you need to have a love for coding. But like a lot of people kind of see it as a ugh, you know. After all, it is a wall of text. Wow. Like, honestly, I think the only coding oh, excuse me. The only coding I'd be interested in would be for games and stuff. Like, I know a good bit of HTML code, but like, I don't know how much I remember of it, because that was what I just taught myself on the internet in like 2012, 2013. Yeah, hopefully. Okay. Okay, that, like, no. We still need to see a bit of her heel. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay. A bit of a booty. Just a bit. Her waist is going in too much. I got too caught in the gesture. I want to make her a bit plump. I see a lot of fan headcanons with her being plump, and when I read in more to her character, I was like, you know what? I dig it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about HTML5, but like I just kind of zone out because I'm like in my head I'm like, oh, I don't do that, and then I have to remind myself, wait, I'm gonna do that. Fuck. Just kind of wish, I don't know. Maybe I'll be, you never know, Will. I might become best friends with the top Minecraft YouTubers, and then I get invited onto the Dream SMP, and I'll never have to do college again because I'll be filthy rich. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. The character designs are so good. Like, it's what draws everyone in. But like I said earlier, it's only recently I got to 10. And that's when you can advance. It's basically, once you get to adventure rank 10, then the tutorial's kind of finished. You get your grasp. It's kind of like when in Breath of the Wild, where you, not even the feature first garden, when you like unlock that part of the story where your one is like, oh, Link, you have memories, visit these places in your camera. That point of the story, it's like that's what reaching level 10 adventures rank is like. Oh my god, does Markiplier stream on Twitch, or is he a YouTube boy? I know YouTube got a lot of them in partnerships, because I think is it Technoblade. I think he's strictly on either Facebook or YouTube. Because I know Shubble, who is a Minecraft YouTuber I've watched for so many years now. She was in a Facebook one, and she would do all her streams on Facebook rather than Twitch. But I think it was like this year she could start streaming on Twitch again because her contract was up. It's kind of weird. I feel bad for all the streamers that had mixer contracts, though. I think that would be the reason I'd never do a contract. Ugh. Yeah, I was hoping to actually get onto Mixer because it looked really promising, but stuff happens, unfortunately. Not nice stuff. Okay, I think her body is done. Yeah, she looks nice. I think she's hand, but I can just make that bigger. Capitalism, baby. I think I'll have these art streams maybe every 2 weeks and like swap it out with Minecraft or something. I don't know yet. There's so much I want to do, but like I can't do this every day. It'll break me. Does she have like a little there? Okay, that's a bad photo. It doesn't line up the best. Okay. Ah, she's a little bow at the back. Oh, she's so cute. Okay, so that's it's kind of, yeah, okay. Yeah. Lagging? Did I mention lagging? Is there a way to stream Minecraft without it lagging? Do you have your quality set to the lowest? Because like even with my gaming laptop, I have to sometimes have Minecraft set to low, and like also make sure you're not loading too many chunks at the one time. Like set it down to maybe 8 or even like 4. Yeah, definitely turn your game quality down. Like gaming laptops, they are gaming laptops, but you know, okay. Okay. Yeah. I actually quite like the laptop I have right now. I have a HP Pavilion gaming laptop. It has, oh, it's my first NVIDIA graphics card I've ever had, and it's so much better than like my previous ones, because I'd be stuck with like the Intel graphics cards that you can't update. So and then like the cards they're putting into them are also like super old. But last year I took out a loan with my and stuff, and I got it, and it's been a great investment. It has a light up keyboard, which is cool. But I now have I have it like my laptop like not escalated. Um, it's elevated, and I now have a gaming keyboard and mouse. Doo-doo. Oh yeah, like it's the first time in so long. I think since like my PS3 when I got this laptop, I was like, oh my god. Uh, like the first thing I did was like open like some of the games I used to play. Like I was very ballsy because I immediately loaded an ENB shader on Skyrim, and my laptop it sounded like it was gonna take off, but damn did it look good. I've taken it off now. But the fact that I could even run it, I was like, oh, this is the high life. Because the next time I do upgrade in computing, I do want to get like a tower, like no more laptops, just so I can actually like take update parts properly. But damn, those E and B shaders, like I was like, oh, why did I take up so much of my computer's like RAM? Yeah. Uh, my boyfriend has a PC tower, and it's a good few years old, but like compared to laptops, like towers just don't age as fast. It's almost like that's how it should be. Like I think only now, like recently, like there's been a few games where he's like, oh damn, I think I gotta update some stuff. But that's like only like this year, and I think he's had it since like 2016, if I'm right. It's like definitely something I want to have a proper job though at first. Like that's my aim, because I don't want to put that kind of money into something if I don't have a safety net. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Um, I actually thought I lost my laptop recently, because we were playing D&D and I was in the family home, so like it wasn't the usual setup, and it was live on D&D. We're all streaming, and for a while my laptop was making this rattling noise, and I was like, oh, it's just something in the fans. But like my mental state wasn't very good, and I really wish I paid attention to it more. But like as I said, I was just a bit down. And at the end of the session, like it wasn't even the end. I had so much planned. We started like so much earlier than like we usually do, like by like 20 minutes, but still. And oh my god, my laptop just started screeching, and then like I tried turning it off, but it kept screeching, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And my mom came in, and she just turned it on, like not turned it off by the button. I thought I did, but it didn't because the screen is black, and then it stopped, and it turned out the fans had failed and that the laptop had triggered the alarm to turn off the computer. So it was a straight up it was like a car alarm. It was scary. And I didn't even try turn it on that night. I was just like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed and watch TikToks on my phone. uh I then like got the hoovered it out. Brand new. I think something, either a bit of dust got in or something in my laptop bag got into the fan and it like stopped. It was really scary. Um and now I hoover my laptop once or twice a week. Whenever it hoovers up in the room, I turn off that bad boy, I flip it up, I put it on its belly, and I give it the strap. But yeah, it was so scary. Cause like my last laptop, it's probably been like the most sloppy I've ever been with any device. I spilled coffee on it twice. It survived the first time, but the second time it wouldn't turn on again. And it was the 1 year still on my warranty, because me and my family always go at like PC World because of that year warranty. And they sent it back and they were like, sorry, this is water damaged. And I was like, oh, great. Gotta get a new laptop. After buying that one 2 months prior, this like 600 quid laptop. Oh my god. I was so upset. And then I think the week college started up again, just by chance, I handed it into our local shop, like our local computer shop. And all they did was clean out my laptop and say, hey, it's working. And I was like, what? Yeah, be 50 quid. And I was like, oh my, like I was expecting so much. And I was like, 50 quid. I was so happy. I lived for like months without a laptop. It was so sad. Like I couldn't play games or anything. Especially years, like depending on always having a laptop. But 50 quid because all they had to do was wash the coffee off the insides of my laptop. Now, that laptop still had a few sticky keys, and the sticky keys are the reason I upgraded like I think a year and a half later, because I was like, oh, I can't live with this shit anymore. But fuck, I was so angry at know how. Every time I'm on the motorway and I go past their like big factory or the big warehouse, I'm like, fuck you, fuck you. Oh yeah, if you remember Click, that computer like hardware place, our local one was terrible. They were like, and I'll say it on stream, they were like straight up sexist to my mom, who it was like at the time heads of the IT department in her job, and they wouldn't listen to her on problems with her laptop. They like only would go to my dad, and my dad was straight up like, I don't know anything about technology. Why aren't you talking to her? They were awful, and they closed down like after. And one of the only good guys that worked there went to that PC repair shop, and that's why I even bothered, because like he was the only one that like talked to my mom with respect. Yeah, I'm so scared to open up my laptop. Like I was so ballsy when I was younger. Like the laptop before that, um, I broke the screen out of it, and I straight up took it apart and replaced the screen by myself. Like I bought a new one and did it myself. I couldn't do that today. If I did that today, I'd be, I don't know, I'd be shaking. Yeah, thankfully. I don't think. See, I think the other lads had really bad reputations already. So, like, they probably went to work at, like, the local phone shops instead. Like, like the carrier shops. Yeah, like, I was experiencing some drift on my Switch controller. And, like, all the guides were, oh, take this apart and replace this. And I was like, why? But then, thank God, I found the WD-40 method and it worked. And I didn't have to take apart any controller, because that would have just sucked. Oh, I forgot I was drawing. Yeah. I remember I almost modded my PS3 back in the day just to mod Skyrim because I really wanted the Elsewhere Skyrim mod. And at the time, like PlayStation and Sony had literally just about cracked down on the mods at the time, so I couldn't. But like hearing people like modding their PS2s and stuff to be like to have no region lock, I was like, ugh, are you not scared? Oh, the clear case on the PSP is iconic though. My sister broke ours. Like the charging light doesn't work, so you don't know if it's fully charged or if it's about to die. And I never had a Vita, so unfortunately, my only memories of a handheld Sony console is just my sister dropping the PSP so much and breaking the light. Like I think the LED smashed. Yeah, that's what I get from like. I never played it, but from from what my friends say, like and how close they still hold their Vitas, I'm like, damn. The most I did with Vitas was like emulate them. Like I emulated Persona 3 Portable. I know that's PSP, but I think I also was it Persona 4 Golden? Wasn't that on the Vita? I emulated that. Never finished it or came close to finishing it. Ah, okay. I really want to hack my DSi to see if I can get it to play ROMs because I don't have it. I've never had a 3DS, but I want to play that Fire Emblem game because I want to get to know Fire Emblem a bit more. Um, I'm halfway through the first US released Fire Emblem game. I know it's not the first Fire Emblem one. It's the one at Lynn. I'm halfway through that one on my phone. I haven't touched it in a while, but I want to know what the hype is with like, cause I have heroes. I want to see Camilla. I want to see if she's actually like what she's actually like in the game and stuff. Mm. See, my DSi, I don't really have lots to lose. Because, like, I can just, like, back it up and, sure it'll cost, like, 80 quid to get a new one, but, like, I don't know, though. Because, like, animation and online art, for me, started on my DSi with Flipnote. Like, having a community and stuff. It's like, I haven't had as much fun animating since, you know, what?
You know.
Yeah, I think she is an RR type. I think she's like the big sister of one of your romance options. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm here for that as well. I just want to get to know them. True, but he's also animating on a 3DS, which has color. I never. Ugh. I was so sad because I remember by the time my brother and sister got like their 3DS system, Flipnote was expired. Like you can get it now, but at the time, for some reason, it was a limited release at the beginning, and my brother and sister weren't able to get it on their 3DSs in time. So I was like, oh no. I think it's out now. Maybe. I know in America it was never limited, but in Europe it was. So I don't know. And then Tina like turned off their site and like all the DSi region of Flipnote is gone. Uh it turned out one of the artists I really looked up to was some guy I met in college's sister. So, like, I straight up like knew him and he knew me, and like I remember like when we found that out in college, like I think it was like the second day of college, we're just there talking about like drama from Flipnote in the 2010s. It was crazy, and like his sister is like in animation now, and he now has his degree in animation. It's crazy. And like he was like giving me the goss on like the popular ones at the time on the European servers. It was great. Like I think that was the last time I had a huge passion actually for animation, was before the animation work in my college began. Yeah, it is small. They were Irish, though. I remember knowing they were Irish. And being like, whoa, Irish people can be good at art? I don't know what to do with this tree. Yeah. God. Listen, if undisclosed college name updated their teaching. Is it? Let me see. Blue Dawn. Monomassive. I don't think it is. You can look it up. It's Blue Dawn. If there's a song in Kingdom Hearts called Blue Dawn, that's it. I don't know too much about Kingdom Hearts. I dabbled in it a while ago. But all I can say is Nomura loves his character design. He loves them belts. Oh. It's called Blue Moon here. It could be sampled in this. Oh. The fuck? Oh my god. Oh, I get what you're saying now, Will. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Listen, jokes just go over my head so much. It's embarrassing. You're allowed to laugh at me. I think everyone is. Okay. Landscape. I don't want to go too much on this background because I feel like this is going to be a piece that I'll work on maybe 2 streams because no feckin' way I'm feckin'. My pieces usually take like 5 hours to complete, average. A little. Ding. Ding. Jokes are hard. I don't consider myself a funny person, but whenever I talk to people, they think I'm funny, and I'm like, damn. Let's see. Where is... Nope. Okay. I think if I had a picnic blanket under them, it'll be a lot better. Ugh. I'll cover her hand up a bit. I think I'll just go with covering up part of her hand. It's better for the composition. Pog. I kind of want to start designing emotes, but like I don't even know when I'll get affiliate status, if I get it. I'm very paranoid person, and I'm kind of like, what if I'm always stuck at 40 followers? Okay, let's see. She has a lot of bows in her outfit. Okay, these are more like that. She's a bit of a chest window there. It's like that, and then like that. There we go. There's the basic design there. Well. One thing is that you can upload some. Yeah, I could. Just today, I figured out how to use panels. I was so intimidated by that option underneath people's streams beforehand, because I was like, I don't know how to use them. I was very worried it was all HTML, but then I like clicked edit and I was like, oh. They're all just like little sections. Yes. I want to do proper little pictures, but like today I was working on Púca's card. Ah! What? They're all priced at 0 bits? No! Are they priced at 0 bits? No! It played for me. It played for me. Ah! Hold on, I probably have to turn something on. Oh, control audio. Okay. There we go. It should play now. I'm also gonna turn it down a bit. Jesus. Oh! Hold on. I am. You're right, it stopped. Ooh, I'll figure that out. You're right. Feck. See, I did have to change my headphones, when I left earlier, like for the minute, because my other ones died. So, honestly, it probably messed up there. Where's this playlist I was just on? Oh my god, it's like not coming up at all. Spotify machine broke. Yeah, it's straight up not playing. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down. I actually couldn't hear it that time. So I think the setting I used worked. Which means I will not get tricked by creepers. Oh my god, this is too much freedom for you guys. I thought that you'd have to pay. I didn't think I'd have to set a price for every single one. This is not fair. This is like your only time you can take advantage of this. I wonder why the sound's not working. I feel like this has happened before. Okay. Because my voice isn't that advanced. Like, why isn't it working? Interesting. I think it's a problem. I think I caused a problem with my OBS. That's probably why. Only once per minute? Oh, okay. Properties. Oh! Never mind. It's because I took out my headphones that the sound was linked to. Should work now. I'm gonna go play the sound. Because I have it set to what I hear to my headphones. This should work now. Yes! Yes, it's back. And I don't have to hear your stinky ass farts.
Oh, well?
I can't hear them myself. Which is good. Use custom, shut down, source when not visible. I wonder why I can't hear it. I'm sure it'll fix itself next time. It's probably just related to the fact I switched out my headphones. But you guys get to hear it, and it'll be played back on the VOD. Ugh, back to art. She's a wee little panda bear. This morning, one of the events you can do on Genshin is you can preview characters before you, like, you know, do your roles for them. And you get little rewards for them. And there was this cute little cat girl. Like, okay, she's a child. Like, you know, kind of iffy being in a game with, like, lots of, you know, the kind of demographic it is. And at first I was like, oh, It's gonna be one of those characters, but oh my god. She's like puts a bubble around herself in the shape of a cat head. Ah! It's so cute. I really want her. And she's like pew pew when she shoots her bow. Oh, I would never use her, but she's so cute. Yes. And she's like a wee calico cat as well. Ugh, incredible stuff. Ugh. Good as Nino crystal. There's also another one I liked. Her name was Beidou, which I think of the security company. I think of the security company, I think in Japan. I did like a case study on it for my art direction class. So when I saw her name, I was like, oh, Beidou. Does she? Yes, I think she's like red in her hair. She kind of works like a heavy, like her weapon's heavy, so she's like very slow, but she's like really powerful and she's like electric. And she was really cool. Like I really like playing with her. But yeah, I think out of all those 4 I played, she was most interesting. But like, I'm still very new to the game. Yes. Oh, I love her hair. I'm a sucker for like red in dark hair. Mainly because it's the hair I've always wanted. I'm too scared to dye my hair. I see too many horror stories of bleach and stuff, and I'm like, well, I gotta get it done properly. Just for my own, like, I guess, well-being, because I'm not used to that stuff. But also, it's so expensive to get done. There we go. She's stepping on our thing a bit. She has another bow here. She has, okay, on this arm, her thing comes out like this, and then she has her, oh god bless, I'm having coffee. No, that's too scary. I have almost black hair, like my hair is very dark brown and it's very thick, and like extremely thick. Like, a dye job in my hair would be very expensive, but also like, that's the reason why I'm scared as well, because I'm like, I'd have to, if I do it wrong, I'd have to wait how long after to get my hair back, because I like how fluffy and stuff my hair is. I was thinking of getting like the top of it dyed, and then like comfortably starting to bleach my own hair. I was thinking of going emerald green first. Or purple. I might go for purple though, because it's a bit safer. I have a green undertone to my complexion, so emerald green would be like fit. Oh yeah, it grows back. It's just, it's still like, time goes slowly when you're waiting for your hair to grow back. I know that mainly because when I was in secondary school and I wanted my fringe cut, my dad cut it for me, but he cut it so high. Like, it wasn't even baby bangs. It was fucking Haley from Paramore. And I did, and when my hair is so thick, and it was a thick enough fringe already, it was awful. Oh, it was, yeah. Because they weren't even nice, because my hair was, like, you needed a thin fringe to do it well. Whereas at the time, I kind of had, like, you know, a theater curtain. It was very thick, my fringe, and then just for it to get, it was terrible. It's the one thing I'll never forgive my father for. Like, Whenever my sisters talk about getting a haircut, he's always like, oh, I'll cut your hair. And everyone's like, no. Because the worst part was he did it with the kitchen scissors in one swoop. I was like, it was awful. Because, like, he was hyping himself up, like, you know, my mom used to cut my own hair with a bowl. He'd be grand. And I'd be like, yeah, but you're not using a bowl. You just have the scissors out. How do her feet look? Oh, I just realized I can draw her wee plaster. So cute. She's got a little bell. Since then, I've actually been very aware, and I always look up lots of tips when doing my French, and I can do my French now. Of course. Have a nice night, Aiden. Hope you're doing well. But my hair, like, I can do my fringe okay. It's just everything else I can't do. Like, it's a bit scary and intimidating. Let's see, what time is it? I think I'll go on for until 20 past, and then I'll call it there. Getting in my hours. Just need to get that affiliate status. Oh, that's great. I hate that awkward phase of your friend where it's like it's too long to be comfortable. Like, but like, it's too short. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that in-between phase. Yeah. It's very awkward. But at least usually, like, after you cut your hair, it does have that bit of a, you know, that jump start. So, like, even if you cut your fringe a bit off, like, it'll grow back within the week, like the centimeter. Hair is very strange. Of course, if you have healthy hair. That's mainly what I'm scared of if I dye my hair. My hair won't be as super. I currently have to wear a hairband when I'm streaming because my hair goes over my eye. It goes over the eye I can't see out of, at least, but ooh. Well, there's always YouTubers that will help. That's for sure. Although, like, definitely look up more than one video because some of them are just wrong. Ooh, I think she's wearing heels. I'll give her flats. It's one thing I don't like about anime or RPGs or JRPGs rather, or just turn-based RPGs in general, just putting their like women in heels, and it's like, bro, they're carrying big swords. Yeah. Oh god. Your time is not coming. You are still very young. I just don't like battle heels. Even in Fire Emblem, seems some of the girls have like heels. I'm like, ugh. No. Like heels, they're fun. But like, even holding like a bag, a shopping bag like with heels on is like, ugh. But also, I'm very weak. I'm notoriously weak. I got made fun of in college for not being able to do a push-up. Yeah, I can run in heels as well. It's not the running in heels that's the problem. It's like all the weight you're putting on. Because like a lot of these ladies are wearing like armor and stuff. Like, I just think as someone who knows what it's like to wear heels, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's a nitpick. Like, you know. I know it's not the character designer's fault. I'm sure it's always like, you know, a producer. Like how it always is. It's a producer that gets their their opinion in. How do I do this at an angle? I think like that. Yeah. Okay, and I'll do this one. Yeah. Alright. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Oh, she wears one sock. Oh, wow. What a style icon. Yeah, that's true. There is also decorative armor. That was actually one of my favorite parts about going to Malta when we're going to see all the heritage sites, because that's what we were working on. And wow, the armory. Whew. Whew. I go back just for that alone. So good. Since that trip, I found I really enjoy drawing armor more because I've studied it, because like we were all artists. We all took our sketch pads out and we were drawing it. It was really cool. Oh yeah, like this is all I forget, the Crusades. The Crusade on Malta was a non-war one, and it was done directly from the Vatican to be like, hey, there's too many non-Catholicism going down. The people in Malta have lost their way. And so it was mainly that their police force got replaced by these crusade knights and stuff. And that was the major difference. Like, Malta didn't get pillaged, really. You know? So there was a lot of decorative armor and stuff. Like, you know, they weren't doing too much fighting, you know? Like, they'd only probably do, like, spars and shit. So there was so much decorative armor, and oh, it was gorgeous. But then, of course, they did also have their medieval battle armor on display. Because, of course, there have been battles on Malta before that. But it was very interesting. I don't think there's an armory in Ireland. Like, I don't think Ireland's big enough to fund that kind of thing. Like, I think because all our armor is spread out into different, like, you know, Viking museums and stuff. However, next time I go to Portugal, I'm doing a museum run. Portugal is known for its museums. Like, there's a museum for everything over there. We went to the toy museum in Sintra, which is my favorite village we'd ever visited there. It's like this village in this heavy forest, and like and there's a palace there that's like really colorful, and you see it peeking through the treetops. But like back to like, you know, this toy museum, it's world famous, and it's feckin' creepy. So many baby dolls. But it was so interesting. It was deadly. There's also dinosaurs in Portugal. Like, they have dinosaur museums, which is cool. I don't remember them, but I do remember the nightmares from the toy museum. Speaking of which, recently enough, they have found the bones of dinosaurs in Ireland, which is so cool. Which means, like, because, like, you know, at the time, like, they believed, yeah, like, there was 3 confirmed, and it just makes you so happy. I really wanted to be a paleontologist when I was a kid, but I was told in secondary school that I wouldn't be able to become one, because there was no centres in Ireland. And I went to Belfast for the first time, then a good few years later, and our hostel was right across the Northern Ireland Paleontology and Archaeology Centre. And oh my god, I just was so pissed off. I hate Ross from Friends so much. And you know what makes it worse? It's the fact he's a paleontologist. Ugh, you'd be surprised. I know, I have a few friends, like, some of their stories from Tinder and stuff, and people having be the Ross to my Rachel in their bios, and get that shit out of my face. Ugh. Like, I watched a lot of Friends as a teenager. I think a lot of people did, because it was on Comedy Central a lot. But even then, I knew Ross was the worst. Like, he only still hangs around with them because he's Monica's brother. That's the only reason they're all friends with him still. It's pretty pathetic. Yeah. God, even now it's still so bad. I hate it. Because like I've seen all the episodes so many times now. Like, put something else on. But that, you know, that's if I even watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube and Twitch. I am a prime example of the Gen Z generation. Of no TV. Oh, not even Crunchyroll for me. Oh, I need to get back on anime. I used to like watch so much anime. It's really sad because I used to have such a passion for it. Oh, yes. I actually have your Yu-Gi-Oh! GX thread muted. Like, I've muted your tag because me and my boyfriend, we're currently going through Yu-Gi-Oh! We're like watching it on Netflix and we do plan doing GX, and while I do remember GX the most, like, I don't remember any of it. I didn't even know it was in a school. Like, when people were like talking about it in college, like, oh my god, yeah, it's so cool in the school and their factions, and I was like, what? I just remembered the cards. I have such a bad memory when it comes to stuff like that. Let's see, what layers is that one? Oh, she has a braid here. Oh, I can delete this. I don't know. I think she's okay now. I think it's an okay composition. I think I might paint this piece, the background at least, just so it's not too illustrative. Yeah, one of the artists I follow, a few months back, they had finished watching all of GX like twice, and even they were saying like the difference in like tone is so much. Yeah. That artist also mentioned that, like, actually, no, I'm not gonna tell you if you're watching the sub. I don't want to spoil you, just in case. I'm glad I stopped myself there. Yeah. I think I might watch the sub as well. On its own, like the last season, when I eventually get to GX. I don't know. Did Zexal ever get dubbed, or was that dubbed by Funimation? I say it is dubbed. It has to be dubbed if they're like... Actually, I don't know. Neither do I. I never watched any of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I guess by the time I was watching it in Ireland, like early 2000s, it had stopped airing and GX had taken, so like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was very rare to be on. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! GX used to always be right before Beyblade, and that was my shit. Yeah. I remember in my estate I had the blue Beyblade, and it was so cool, and I like would win most of the time and stuff. Oh, it was incredible. Nothing could ever compete with Beyblade. There will never, like, I know it's still going, but there'll never be another Beyblade. Yes! That was, I remember that so vividly, and it's only because when we were learning about the Bible passages in primary school when I was still in the village that I lived in at the time, with all these other kids that watched Beyblade, I remember that being brought up when we were learning about Moses, and which is really funny. Because his poor teacher was there like, what? Oh, I never removed the text saying I was doing the warm-up. I'll do that now, just so it doesn't crowd my OBS. I know. But to be honest, this is also the teacher that was teaching us about creationism, and when I was like putting down dinosaurs because I love dinosaurs, she like straight up like called my like parents to say that like how wrong and how I was the only kid in the class that got it wrong. And my parents were like, bro, have you seen how old this child is? Like, this is senior infants. Oh, that teacher was awful. She was just out of like college and she would never be in, so she didn't know any of us well at all. And she was like the daughter of one of the other teachers in this school. Yeah, she is bad. Even my parents, like years later, were like, fuck's sake, she was never in. Fuck's sake. Like, really taking advantage of the fact her mom was one of the oldest teachers there. Learned so much mythology from Wacky. Yes, yes. I feel like I learned a lot of like Japanese mythology through anime, and it made me like read into it a lot more post it. It's pretty cool. That's actually something I really like actually about Genshin Impact, is because I'm so used to playing these anime games and anime MMOs that are centralized around like Japan. And so it's so nice and refreshing. Like, I came to this new part of the map and it was like all based on like Chinese architecture and stuff with like their shrines, and it was so refreshing, you know? Like, it's nice seeing variety in that kind of things, because I think my boyfriend brought it up himself. Like, the last time major thing we saw in an update like that was in like World of Warcraft when they introduced the pandas. A lot of Irish. Yeah, oh my god. Like, okay, I'm only gonna mention a bit of, but okay, I got a bit of a thing for Cuchulainn, if you know what I'm saying. You know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, you know. Yeah, Headless Horseman's great. Oh, but yes, Fate actually do Cuchulainn the best I've ever seen him in any adaptation. Like, sure, every adaptation brings me to tears, if you know. But, oh my god, like, all of Cuchulainn's stories are anime stories. It's perfect. Oh, it's great. And Queen Maeve is great. Now, Queen Maeve, she was done bad. Because she's like a tough ass, like, Queen of Connacht. You know, like, she gave birth on the battlefield and was still fighting. And then they made, like, and while she was kind of obsessed with Cuchulainn with passion, they made it horny in Fate. Which, it's a bit disrespectful for Queen Maeve. Scathach is incredible in Fate. Like, the fact that she's like one of the main, she's so good. I'm so glad that they gave her the light of day. Like, I know technically she's not even an Irish myth. She's not even Irish mythology. Oh my god, there's a spider, Jay, quick. It's going behind my computer. I'm sorry.
Somebody clip that.
What's that nursery rhyme? Eating her curds and whey. That's the third time a spider has come down to sat beside me at my table.
Miss Muffet.
Miss Muffet. I'm so sorry. That was so scary. Anyway, back to mythology. Scathach actually isn't even Irish. She may be part of the Ulster cycle, but she's when Cuchulainn goes to train her, he actually goes to Scotland. That's the land of the shadow, or the land of Scathach. It is the northern part of Scotland. Oh my god. I remember when I started playing the Grand Order app game, and I was trying to like look at the best ways. Like, I was looking into all my faves and Maeve, of course, and hearing some Yank say Medib, and I was like, oh my god. I just turned off the vid. Like, get out of here. I hate it. I hate it so. I don't like. I can't even relate because I don't even have an Irish name. But God. Yeah. Yeah, I think some Yanks just keep to like calling them by their classes. I know them mainly by their names because I'm interested in their lore. Yeah, I think Saber's the only one I call Saber. But that's, you know, King Arthur, all that. Fun fact before I actually stop the stream tonight. Just so everyone knows. King Arthur's story was actually completely based off of Fionn McCool. And including the affair with his wife and his best friend. His wife, I think his wife was called Grace? Grania? Grania. Grania cheated on him with his best friend Diarmid, who is also in the game as Lancer. And Diarmid, whew, I don't know, he gives you a run for his money. He's sexy as fuck. But yeah, the entire King story, the King Arthur story, is lifted from that. Parser. Ugh. Look at this wacky Irish person explain to us Irish terms. What the fuck is crake? Oh my god. And Hosier. When Take Me to Church became popular and he was going down as a UK artist, like suddenly Bray was a part of Wales. Ugh. But that is enough talk for today, I think. Oh, the music isn't playing anymore. No, that's okay. Thank you so much to everyone that came by tonight. Nilehorn. Okay, before I say goodbye, yes, that was so funny. That was so funny. Like, you could write a thesis on Dustin the Turkey. He's such a four-dimensional character in Irish culture. Anyway, I'm gonna log off for tonight. It has been 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I think I'm gonna wind down and play some Genshin for the rest of the night. Thank you to everyone who showed up today. I'll probably play some Minecraft later in the week. I'm not sure yet. I might save it for December. But I do know I will be streaming on Saturday. I've reserved Saturdays, and I've called them Saturdays Are For Lads, which will be our week collab streams, so that'll be interesting. I've actually uploaded the first VOD onto my YouTube channel, so it's good. Big things are coming. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a good night, and have a good week. See ya!